On this episode of Tim's Garage, I'm in Tim's office and I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to turn this closet into this awesome DIY phone booth and podcast studio. But first, let's go back to the old closet. And I'll show you what we've got going on in here. So this is a built-in that was included in this closet. And this is just a bedroom that we have converted into our workspace for me and my wife. And we've got this closet and we're just storing all of our office supplies and stuff in here. No clothes or anything like that. These built-ins are great for it. But what I want to do is there's actually plenty of space in here. I've got about 35 inches across where I can set up a workstation, pad up the walls, and create a great soundproof phone room and podcast recording studio for the podcast that I do for business purposes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be removing these built-ins here, actually moving them down into my master closet, taking all this stuff out. And then I'm going to pad the walls. I'm going to get a new vent installed in the ceiling for HVAC because the only one's out here and there's no ventilation in this closet. And then I'm going to either finish covering the floor because the wood actually only goes up to the closet here. I might finish the wood all the way through or figure out another way of covering the floor, add in a few shelves, and obviously soundproof the hell out of this thing and turn it into an awesome podcasting studio and phone booth to make phone calls while my wife and I are working from home. What I'm going to need to do is also get up a dresser that I'm going to put here so I can move all of the stuff that's in the office storage closet into the dresser and get it out of there and out of the way. Now, I will have a few shelves in here where I can keep some things, but for the most part, I want this just to have a good amount of padding and be nice and clean to be able to come in here, make phone calls, do podcast recording, or anything else we want to do in private. So I'm going to get started showing you guys how this project is going to go. And well, I guess I need to get my ladder, get climbed up, and start cleaning out the closet, as R. Kelly has said. Okay, I've got the closet all cleaned out. So next step now is just going to be remove these built-ins, and most of the hardware is up on the top. So I'm going to climb up there, start taking this apart, and then see what the flooring situation looks like. That's my biggest concern, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, so I've pulled out the built-ins. They are gone. Only a few remnants of holes left, so I'm gonna have to go around and spackle all that stuff up. But one thing that is confirmed here is that when we had the flooring done in this room, the floors only floored up to the built-in. So now we had, well, I had some carpet here, but I pulled it up, and so now we have this padding and the carpet gripper wood along the edge here. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do to even out the floor in here and potentially put a new rug or something down on here to create the space. Now, I do actually want it to be carpeted or to have a rug over this because that will help absorb some of the sound. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to do some research and see if I'm going to finish the flooring and then put a rug down, or find something else to level out the floor and then put a rug down. Yeah, that's the next thing to do. And then also need to repaint the room, or the closet I should say, because they also didn't paint all the way to the ceiling when the previous owners painted this room. So we're gonna do that too. So that's what's next. Okay, for an update break on the recording studio project, I've gone in and filled all the holes, repainted the walls, and already started doing some construction. I went to Home Depot, got some shelving, as you can see here, cut those, got that first one mounted up here. I'm also gonna put another one across here to kind of finish that up to allow for some storage still in here, which will be great. And then this one is gonna be the functioning desk. And so this is a 32 by 12 inch deep desk, and we're gonna be able to have a chair underneath here to roll up and sit at the desk. And I've actually already put in my microphone just to see how it would fit and function, and that just cranks on and sits right there, so pretty easy. Now, the tricky thing is with the floor. So I talked about before how they built the flooring only up to where the built-ins were, which you can see with this plywood piece. That's where the built-ins were, and then there was the trim that covered the edges here. So I looked at flooring. It was way too expensive to have someone come and just do this little bit of flooring. The cuts were weird. This flooring's already glued down. So if I wanted to do this right, I would have fully right, I should say. I would have pulled up this flooring or maybe done a cut and then re-floored the whole thing. But again, the flooring was so expensive. This flooring is $4 a square foot. And honestly, that whole project was going to be a lot. And we were going to cover this with a carpet anyway to help absorb some of the sound in here. So what we did is we went and got 1/4-inch plywood, and I actually just screwed that down on top of the existing padding that was here from where the carpet was. And now that is actually flush with the hardwood floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy a rug, and I'm going to tack that down actually over this whole space. So the rug is going to go here. It's going to fill the whole space like this. And just like you would with carpet, along the edges here, I'll add the baseboard, which will cover that carpet. And then the carpet will have a nice finished edge, similar to kind of what I have here with this rug that's out here. So the idea is to find one that has a nice edge like that. So really what I'm going to do is buy a small rug, cut it to size, and then that edge will run here across, covering this whole space. Then it'll allow for a chair to sit evenly on there. Again, this is not the perfect way of doing this. The ideal way would be to cut all this out, pull up all this flooring, redo the whole thing. But we're not sure if we're going to do a temporary or a permanent fix to this closet like this. We may put these built-ins back one day. So with that in mind, we didn't want to do that. This should work. So the next step will be to get that carpet, add the trim, add the next shelf, and then start adding all our padding and decor. So that's what's coming up on the next piece. So we got this little rug at, where did we get the rug? Ross. We got the rug at Ross, and we cut the edge here and the edge here to get it to fit inside of the closet. And then we have the nice finished edge here. So along the edges of the wall, we'll use the baseboard to cover it, and we'll also tack it down, but it kind of looks like a rug is just in here. So next thing that my wife is going to do is cut around the door jambs here so it lays flat, and then we'll get the baseboards in to cover it up, and then this part will be done. Okay, so we've got the carpet and the baseboards in, already tacked in and caulked up. This need to be painted. Got the final hardware on the shelf done, and right now we're doing a test on Decor. I've got my Zoom screen rolling there to see how we can set up the background, and I'm gonna go sports themed. The wife has been so nice to let me do my Cubs stuff in the background. So right now we're laying that stuff out, and we're gonna get that put up, and then we're gonna put in all of the soundproofing pieces that we need to do. Okay, so I've got some of my baseball decor in my book up, and now the next part is we're gonna put these 12 by 12 soundproofing, sound dampening tiles all on the walls. Obviously some of these walls don't fit them entirely, so we're gonna try to get as many as we can on while making it look cool. Like for instance on this wall, only 2 fit across, there's a gap, so we're gonna try to get as many as we can, including on the ceiling and up and around the top, and then on the bottom below the decor, and then up above the decor outside of the frame. So we're gonna start peeling these off. These are actually just giant stickers, and get them on the walls. All right, so she's up there just sticking them in place, and we're gonna get lucky. 4 of them are gonna go across the lengthwise of the closet. All right, guys, so we've got all of the soundproof tiles in place, and I've even gone through and hung up some of my decor, some of my Cubs decor in my book behind me, and also have stocked the shelves with a few things a few necessities, some bags and some paper, some printer supplies and whatnot. And we've got the chair in place with the carpet all cleaned up, and everything is actually done in here. So we got as many of these tiles in place as we could. It was about 4 packs of these tiles, which again, you can find in the description below. But what I also did is made sure to pad the door. And let me close this real quick. So I padded the door, and the way we did that is we just did 2 by 2 and got them just really tight and able to fit. And the door itself will latch. Boom. Just got to give it a tug. It's tight because these go underneath the edges of the door here. So I've got the entire door padded, and I've got the little padding strip at the bottom as well. And to do the doorknob, I just put the sticker on, took the doorknob off, put the sticky towel on, cut a hole for the doorknob, and put the doorknob back in place so it looks nice and clean. So we've got padding all over, and this project is looking pretty sweet. One thing that we also added, let me grab the remote, is a little light there to show that it is red. Do red, there we go, to show that someone is in the room recording or using the phone booth. Now, I will tell you guys that you can actually still hear a little bit inside of the room. It's not 100% perfect, but it definitely is dampening. I would still probably prefer if no one was in the office when I was doing podcast recording, but for making phone calls is perfect. If someone's out here versus in here, you can totally do phone calls without disrupting the other person at their desk. So we're going to call the closet phone booth sound booth project complete. Check the description below for the links to everything that we used to get this thing set up, including the chair.